This is my 8.5 foot by 8.5 foot square Dyneema tarp, and I am wondering if it has enough coverage to protect an 11-foot hammock setup. Some people say yes, some people say no way, and I need to see for myself. So that's the purpose of today's video. Thanks for joining me. Let's get this thing set up. Alright guys, it's getting dark, windy. There's thunder in the background. Now this is an 8.5 foot square tarp set on a diagonal over an 11-foot hammock. It's my ultralight tarp option, and I definitely want to try it and test it before I have to use it in the field. There's really not much coverage there, so I'm really curious to see how this is going to do. So hopefully it's going to pour soon and we'll get a good test going on here. You can hear it coming. So far the hammock is dry. It's working. The water's been running down this strap. And these are slightly damp, but not that bad. And as you can see, there's no dampness, no wet material. So that held up pretty well to quite a bit of rain. I'm pretty impressed. I still think I might tie some more paracord or something onto these just for a little bit of added protection. But I'm impressed. Water did not make it down to this point. It got really windy and rainy yesterday evening. Rain tapered off for a little bit, so I went outside and checked the system, and it was completely dry. It held off all the rain. I didn't see anything concerning at all. The water wasn't even running down the straps and bleeding into the fabric of the hammock. The wind and rain did taper off for a little bit, but they were calling for rain at night, so I left this setup up overnight to see how it would do. And here we are, and this is what I've learned. An 8.5 foot by 8.5 foot square tarp provides enough coverage and protection for an 11-foot hammock. And I'm really excited about it because I don't think I would have considered at any point using an 8.5 foot square tarp to try and cover an 11-foot hammock. I guess I'm not that good at math, and I would not have assumed that you could get that much coverage out of such a small tarp. As a matter of fact, it was a longtime subscriber of the channel that suggested to me that I should run this tarp on a diagonal. I had to try it. Turns out he was right. Subscriber shout out to Doc Watson. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for the suggestions, and thanks for all the chit chat, bud. I really appreciate it. And yesterday was my first chance to test it out in the elements, and I'm really surprised at how well this thing held up and did. I am now extremely confident in this tarp's ability to keep my hammock setups dry in light to medium rain, even heavy rain should it occur. Now this will not be my go-to tarp if I know that I'm heading into a weekend of nasty weather, but for anything else, this is going to do. It's going to work just fine. Now I have to get this system broken down and packed up and ready to go, because in 2 days I'm heading to Vermont to a backwoods pond, and this is the setup that I'm going to use. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on that next adventure.